We never like to lose, but I was pleased with the effort our guys gave. You know, even looking at the stat sheet across the board, we're pretty similar. Big difference was they made a lot of contested threes. Like our defense was solid tonight, and they were making contested twos and contested threes. So you know, something we always preach is control what we can, and we did that job. And offensively, I thought we did a nice job moving the ball and getting open shots. We unfortunately shot 18% from threes, and a lot of those were uncontested. So I can't be mad at that. That's all. You know, that's what we're looking for, to get open looks. But I did think the effort was, for the most part, the start of the third was no good. But besides that, I thought our effort for the night was something to, something to hang the hat on, as far as how we're going to keep playing every single night. And I thought the guys coming in off the bench again did another really, really good job of leaving everything they had out there on the court.
Luke, what were your thoughts on Mo Wagner's first start, and also your expectations for him moving forward?
I thought Mo was good. He looked a little nervous to start. Well, maybe not nervous, but he was. I think he was probably a little overly excited. It felt like, on some of the stuff. And as he got into the groove of the game, and he just started making the reads and making plays, it was a good night for him, and a great learning experience for him, and something to build on.
Are you? I was just wondering if I could get your thoughts on Jonathan Williams and sort of what he's contributing right now.
Well, he's been great for us. This is what we saw him do early in the season. Training camp and early. Before we got Zoo worked his way into the rotation, and before we signed Tyson Chandler, this is kind of what he was doing for us. And he's versatile. He understands. He comes, playing at Gonzaga. I think he has a good feel for how to play the game and what to do. And he sets good screens. He rolls. He keeps, possessions alive. And I thought he had another really good night for us.
Luke, since the All-Star break, obviously you couldn't have accounted for Kuzma getting hurt and Brandon shutting things down. Outside of perhaps maybe missing open shots, as you mentioned tonight, has there been any recurring problem that you've seen, or recurring thing that you wish you guys would have done better between the last couple of weeks?
I think coming out of All-Star, coming off that big win in Houston against Houston, I really thought that the sense of urgency and the sharpness in our play would have carried over into that next road trip, but it didn't. And like I said, we try to learn from everything, and I think that for a young new group together, that's something you learn from. You don't waste opportunities in this league, because, like you said, there's no way to know Brandon's going to be out the rest of the year, and Kuzma's going to be in and out of the lineup from that point on. So we have to take care of business every time a game comes. That's why we talk about whether it's practice, this game, the main thing is that we're locked in on what we're trying to do for that night or that day in practice. And that is a lesson that we hopefully learn by going through this.
Luke, with you guys monitoring LeBron's minutes, are there junctures in the game where you sub him out that sort of maybe your initial instinct as a coach just kind of feels like a little off? Are you fighting some instincts? I mean, that third quarter comes to mind when you guys were down by 5.
Yeah, it's LeBron's one of those guys that anytime you take him off the court, you fight that instinct. I mean, you want to play the guy 48 minutes because of what he's capable of doing, from playmaking to scoring to, reads on the defensive end to leading. You never, at least I never feel good about having to take him out.
Okay. With all the injuries that you have, but you have LeBron, how is your offense and what you call and what you run different than when you had everybody healthy?
Well, we still want to, play the similar style. I thought our pace. I'll get the pace numbers later tonight, but I thought our pace was pretty good tonight. We still want to move the ball. I think with the injuries we have now, keeping the ball in either Rondo or LeBron's hands as often as possible is probably our best options. And getting movement and letting LeBron post up or Rondo plays pick and roll game, we're probably getting to much more than we would have earlier in the season, or if we had a fully healthy roster.
Luke, you talked about shooting just 18% from three-point land tonight. In the big picture, how do you guys improve that? That's been one of the Achilles' heels this year.
Some of it comes with continuity, right? Like, my feel is when you start playing with guys for more than a season, you really start to understand where they like it, or if they're the shooter, they understand where to get to, and you'll get them the ball. They'll start to understand, we can get to deeper layers of, hey, that we're running this action over here and it's taken away. This is where we continue. This is a continuation of it. So I think part of it comes with that. Part of it will come with continuing to work hard. Part of it comes with we play a lot of young players. And young players, that three-point line, you get to the NBA and it takes each and every year you normally get a little bit better and more comfortable with it, but it takes time before it becomes a natural, easy shot for you. So there's a lot of factors that go into it, but hopefully we'll be better at it next year.